Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Locks of the Day podcast. This is episode number 29. We're here with a very special podcast, okay? It is Super Bowl weekend. Today is Friday, February 7th. This weekend, we got the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Big time, big money, big locks, all right here. We got a lot of them for you. We're not stopping. We're cashing. You know how hot we've been in the past month with football, all right? It ain't stopping just because it's the last game of the year, fellas. We're here. We're here to lock you in. So let's get going. Andy, I know you got a 3-star. We're loving our picks this week. Let's give it to him.
Yes, sir. The big 3-star everyone's been waiting for. Uh, we will be taking the Kansas City Chiefs money line at a minus 120 as a 3-star. I hate to say it, but the Chiefs will three-peat. The NFL has an agenda, and that agenda says to get Patrick Mahomes as many Super Bowls as possible. But Mahomes is hand down one of the best QBs to play the game right now. His playmaking ability under pressure is one of a kind. The way Mahomes can just evade a sack and either keep the play alive on his legs or find the open man downfield is it's crazy to watch. It's fun to watch. And when you think that guy's got nothing, he hits you with a quick 15 yards and a first down. So don't count that guy out. Mahomes also comfy in these big games and big moments. He's been here before. So I expect the Chiefs to control the clock with long offensive possessions to keep the Eagles' offense off the field, slow down the game, especially in the second half, and closer to the end of the game, you'll see that a lot more often. Just very slow play, just trying to get the possession, trying to keep the ball. Don't let the other team touch the ball at all. Like that's just what they're going to want to do. But Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. It's a lock because they got the refs in the entire NFL in their back pocket. For example, look at penalties called on the Chiefs this year so far in the playoffs. They've had all a bunch of bullshit 5-yard penalties, 9 flags called on them for 50 yards to their opponent's 14 flags for 130 yards. Big difference there. And if we take a look at history and penalties in the playoffs, last 4 years, there's been a total of 3 defensive pass interference and slash holding calls against the Chiefs to their 11 defensive pass interferences called on their opponents or holding calls. There's been 1 roughing the passer called against the Chiefs to their opponent's 7 to protect Mahomes, of course. There's been 1 unnecessary unnecessary roughness called against the Chiefs to their opponent's 4, which is a 15-yard penalty. It's a lot of fucking yards. And out of 11 of these games that the Chiefs have been in the playoffs the past 4 years, 10 of them, the Chiefs have had less penalty yards, which is wild. There's been 1 game where the other teams had less penalty yards than the Chiefs. So every single game, basically that the Chiefs have been in the past 4 or 5 years in playoffs, they're getting the refs calls every single time. So it's a smart bet here. It's hard to bet against someone that's been in this spot plenty of times. Like the Chiefs know what to do. Mahomes knows what to do. He's comfy in this situation. He's seen it. He's been there. He's done that. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it 3 in a row. So take the Chiefs money line minus 120. Lock that in.
I love it. Whether you love it, you hate it, you should love money more than what you like, okay?
Exact.
Money's great. And Chiefs money line, that's going to provide you money, okay? That's
Exact.
at least what we think over here. I mean, you're looking at a historic three-peat. Yes, Mahomes, you have to already say, like Andrew, he's one of the best
Yeah.
ever. Like, there's really no debate in that. Like, are you going to
100%.
really pick Jalen Hurts over Mahomes in a big game when Mahomes hasn't played less than an AFC championship game in his career?
Yeah.
Every single season, he makes it to at least the AFC championship, which for most people, that would be their biggest game they've ever played in. So
Hmm.
like this is very kind of like died down for him. Like, yeah, it's a Super Bowl, it's big, and it's still big for him, even though he's been there. But I mean, he's done this before.
And
Like he knows the routines that he has to do and go through. I mean,
yeah,
it's
he's got
simple
the
for that.
clutch gene too. So it's like
Yeah.
it's hard to pass up on that on minus 120.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
See, clutch, you either got it or you don't. It's
Yeah.
that simple. It's not you can gain like you got it or you don't. End of story. And I mean, he's got it. There's no debate there. Then so with our other 3-star, the Chiefs versus Eagles, we're going with the under 49.5 at a minus 125. Why? Because it's a fucking lock, okay? That is why. Under 49.5, cash it in. Don't forget it. I don't even really have to explain too much, okay? Mahomes, once again, dude's going to be he's a clock manager too. I mean, especially in the Super Bowl, he's going to know what he's got to do. He's going to kill. He may have a 7, 8 minute drive and just get a touchdown, get a field goal, kill half the quarter, whatever. I mean, they're going to eat the clock away. Watch this. Watch the Chiefs eat the clock away and then just win in the end. And then it's a three-peat. Oh, confetti. Mahomes wins. You know what I mean? It's just what we're going to see. That's what's going to happen. So lock in the Chiefs versus Eagles under 49.5. Everyone and their mother's going to be betting the over, and it ain't cashing. So don't be one of those guys, okay? Because we told you the under. Andy, do you have a little 2-star for him too?
Got a little 2-star. It's a little fun one here. Found this one on ESPN. It's one of the first bets I saw, and I loved it instantly. It is called total fourth down conversions, and we're going under 2.5. It's a -145. I feel like this one's pretty simple. Like, yes, Eagles are the experts at the tush push, but I'm not seeing too much of that. Uh, this game, especially on a fourth down, like, yeah, maybe they could do that if they have like fourth and goal. Like, yeah, maybe. But they got to be in the perfect scenario to get this. Like, both teams are gonna have to be in the perfect scenario. I don't see the Chiefs ever going for a fourth down. Uh, I think both these teams would rather just fucking punt the ball. They don't want to give the other team like the good field possession to just go down and go 40 yards and score real quick. It's like, no. They're gonna want to punt it. They're gonna want to extend the game, get more clock down, make sure this game's fucking nice and tight. That's what they're gonna want to do. So neither team's gonna risk that. I don't think personally. Like 2.5's a lot. Like, you're gonna tell me they're gonna have three fourth down conversions in the Super Bowl? No, no. That's just
That would be some balls.
that exactly. That would
And
be
they got balls.
yeah,
But it's a different game when you're giving it to Patrick Mahomes if you don't get it.
yeah,
You got like that's
exactly.
going to be in the back of his head every time. Like, okay, I don't get this. We might lose the game now because of it.
Yep.
Like, let me just punt it and we'll play the rest of the game out.
Yeah, I think that's going to be in the back of Nick Sirianni's head. You don't want to give the ball to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. It's like you just don't. Like you're going to fucking lose. You're going to regret it. Like he's going to go, like you said, he's going to go down. He might go waste 7, 8 minutes and just get a field goal. Like he doesn't need to go get a touchdown.
There's half the quarter and 3 points.
Yeah,
Like that's it.
exactly.
Once again, the under. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And this is why we like the under too. I think it's going to be a very slow paced game. It'll start ramping up towards the third and fourth, and that's when we might see a fourth down conversion. Is late in the game here, like
mhm.
super late in the game. So I love that line, little -145 2-star. Toss 2 units on that play and lock it in.
Beautiful. And then I'll give you another little 2-star. I mean, we're talking some juice over here, okay? I love this pick. Get that through the head, okay? I love this pick. We got a little 2-star. It's a prop, okay? Just because we don't think they're going to win doesn't mean they're not scoring. Got a 2-star. Dallas Goedert, anytime touchdown, plus 320 on FanDuel. We call that value, fellas. Goddard has been an absolute beast since he's been back, okay? I mean, just in playoffs so far. 3 games. He has 15 receptions, 188 yards, and a touchdown. Okay. I mean, he's almost looking like Hurts' top wide receiver right now, and he hasn't gotten a touchdown in his past two. So he's due. Hurts is looking at him all the time. I mean, he's just got too many targets and looks to him to not be open in the end zone at some point. Goddard is that good. He's going to get open. He's a big dude. Hurts is going to find him in the end zone. He's going to cash the plus 320, and we're going to go nuts, fellas. All right. So that's a little 2-star. Dallas Goddard, anytime touchdown, plus 320. Lock it in.
I got a quick little one for the boys. Quick little big. It's a little value. It could be quick. Could be quick money here. We're gonna go Kansas City, little Chiefs, Isiah Pacheco, 35 plus rushing yards. It's a plus 210. I thought that was a little crazy. 35 rushing yards, a plus 210. Pacheco's a dog. This man runs with a purpose and he goes right through everyone. I think the Chiefs are gonna use Pacheco. They haven't like he's been hurt all season, only played 7 games. He had a fractured fibula, and he still averaged 44 yards a game. So they didn't really use him in the first two playoff games. He only had, I think, 10 carries or something like that. So I think this is where they're gonna implement Isaiah Pacheco, and they're gonna mix him up with a little Kareem Hunt. And I think Pacheco's gonna bust off for a good run here. Could see a little 40, 50 yard run from the man. When that
I
guy
mean,
gets he gets loose, he's gone.
I mean, two rushes he could do. Yeah, the Eagles defense is good, but like you said, this dude runs with a purpose. Like if
Yeah.
you just watch Pacheco run downfield,
Yeah.
I mean, he's like stomping into the ground like heavy. Like dude runs very uniquely. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But he runs. Like that dude is a little bull. So I
Yeah.
mean, for those, I mean, come on, two rushes he gets that.
Yeah. 35 yards. I saw that line. I was like, this has to be wrong. And I was looking, I was
Has to
like,
be
oh yeah,
100.
I forgot he's been hurt. But I was like, this is the perfect time to bring him out and let him loose. So I was like, and no one's gonna expect it because he's done nothing in the postseason so far and didn't really do anything this year. So I think this is the perfect spot for Pacheco to go off. Like
No, I agree. I agree. And
lock it
two
in
little
little
quick,
one star.
oh yeah, little one star.
Yeah.
A little quick, not an official pick, but I was really looking at it. I almost put it in the slate, couldn't decide between the two, didn't want to touch it. Just want to kind of make note of it. Keep an eye on Juju Smith-Schuster and or DeAndre Hopkins to score. One of the two. They're both about a plus 550. Each
Wow.
got some juice. I think both of them won't score. I highly doubt it, but I do think one of them does. Not saying pick it, but at least keep an eye out for it. All right, fellas.
No, yeah,
But
you'll see a bunch of low key guys too scoring the Super Bowl. Like I could low key
lock
see
that in.
fucking P Ryan, the third string running back. Like I could see
Or
him go off.
yeah, or steal.
Yeah.
Steal. He hasn't even been a thing in weeks, and then like,
Yeah.
oh, now he scores. He's like a plus 2,500. I was
And
looking at him too. I was like, probably not, but like there will be some low dude that's a big plus that's going to score this game that no one bets on.
it's kind of like last week how like the Eagles had that young kid Will Shipley scored two
Yep.
times or one time or something like that and they went crazy. It's like people are gonna think of that and they're gonna be like, oh, like maybe we should bet Will Shipley for a touchdown. It's like no, like
Nah, he just
go
scored
somewhere
it.
else. Like he got his last week. Like you don't be fooled by
Exactly.
that bullshit. Like they'll
Yeah.
always try to get you on that. You gotta find some other low key guy that has done nothing, like absolutely nothing so far, and he'll score.
Our two-star of the day is going to be Kareem Hunt touchdown or Kareem Hunt 1+ touchdown at a plus 130. This one here, there's really not too much to explain. Kareem Hunt has been the red zone threat for the Chiefs all year when they get within range. Anything inside the 20, 15, 10, he's getting the ball. I think, too, everyone else is going to be betting on Saquon Barkley to score. They're going to be betting on Jalen Hurts to score. They're going to be hammering everyone else. And the one guy that's probably not going to get hit that hard is the one who's going to score. So, love Kareem Hunt, plus 130. And then we're going to give you a little one star, little sprinkle on this. We're going to give you Xavier Worthy, Super Bowl MVP at a plus 2,500. Value here is very good. I think you might see similar to what we saw last game for the Chiefs, where Travis Kelce was shut down and everyone and their mother's going to bet on Mahomes and Kelce to win MVP. So let's take one of the guys with the next closest value in Xavier Worthy. So, Worthy last game at 20 rushing yards. He had 90 yards receiving for a touchdown. He made some really big plays for them, especially in the third quarter. I think, a lot of times your quarterbacks usually win the MVP, but there have been cases where another player wins it. And a lot of times they're wide receivers. So it's not a bad bet to put on. Quick sprinkle plus 2,500 and you see what happens.
Well, yeah, that's the big game, Chiefs versus Eagles, fellas. So make sure you lock all of those picks in. Don't forget about them. That really wraps up the special Super Bowl podcast of 29. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the little yaps. Get those locks in. Let's cash out, fellas. Chiefs the under. You heard the other ones. Let's get them in. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you Thursday. Peace.